All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson dancing to his, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Larry Ogunjobi able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson to throw, and that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded at about the 28. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 44, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch Mike. Hey, chest ball. 52's the Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Shift. Pistol. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Here we go, here we go. Where's the...
On 3rd down, Jackson. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Off. Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike 52. coming, baby.
Now it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
52's the mic, boy. 52. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Hayward. Switch gears. Switch gears.
To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Larry Ogunjobi able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
2nd and 5 at the 32.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they even point it right. Point it right. Point it right. Kill. Watch twist.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
I know you feel that.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
He'll run it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 37-yard
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Know your job. Check 52.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Mark 52, Mark 52. What's the pass? Check. Fresno.
Jackson now. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Powers. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight dog. Hey, Alpha.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Watch Mike. Watch the flag. Motion. Punt. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson buying time to his left. Now Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
4th down, here's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Back to the mic. Mike, back to
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. Forced out to his left. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw again is Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead now, they're not close to the 1st down.
Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big 3-point play right there, couldn't it?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A run with Chubb on 1st down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Pistol.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Powers. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Lamar Miller, 38 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 31, Jackson dancing to his left. He'll get this to Eckler. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Mike 52. It's our time. It's our time. Mike 52. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Jackson on first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
That's how we do it, baby.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Jackson now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Focus, defense, focus.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've got a lot of turnovers. Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right.
From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Bynes gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got. Don't get nervous. Shift.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson throwing on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Only way to get the lead, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. A good run of 6 yards there gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They come out here in the I.
Check three.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Jackson will keep it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on fourth down.
He's checking. Crash. Set, go. 52. Watch 52.
They're running. Ingram. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Hill on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Coming to you.
Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here
And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Jackson to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Let's go. Come to Andy. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Back to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.